So the game plan for tonight is going to be very simple. I'm going to be breaking it down for you step by step. Let's get right into it. Towards the end of this video, I'm going to be going over the trades that we ended up making on Friday. We absolutely crushed it. We ended up calling out one of the biggest percentage gainers within the options market on Friday. Let's get straight into it. So in terms of the SPY, the first thing that I want to bring awareness to is the whole round number that we are approaching, $600. If you go back historically throughout the SPY, whenever it likes to test these new all-time high numbers for the first time, it tends to have a short-term pullback. So in terms of the first trade idea that I have for you is gonna be to buy put options towards 600 to above $600. Now, you need to be extremely careful with this overall trade idea because we are hitting new all-time highs nonstop. There's no guarantee that this history is going to repeat itself. So make sure that you are using a strong bearish 30-minute candlestick pattern confirmation. And the idea is that historically, it tends to drop first when we hit these new all-time high whole round numbers like 400, 500. If you check historically, there tends to be a small drop first. So basically, $600 and above, wait for an opportunity for put options, but you must use a very bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmation. So that's going to be the first trade idea that I have for you. Now, in terms of the overall daily chart patterns that I'm seeing, there's multiple patterns that can potentially repeat. So in terms of one of them, it's going to be this idea that we're topping out towards previous day highs. If you look at this overall pattern right here compared to this overall pattern right here, you're going to see a lot of similarities. So if the SPY is struggling towards those all-time highs and slightly above $600, and you're seeing it react as a resistance, right? Give it some time. You're seeing bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmations. You can try put options. Now, in terms of the levels below that, this is what I want you to be aware of, Ben. So we ended up closing at 598.19. This is going to be your make or break gap level. 598 is make or break. If it cracks, reacts bearish, the bears are finally going to take some control for the first time in quite some time in terms of cracking a key support level. So in terms of a key support level breakdown, 598 needs to crack, react as a resistance. If that occurs, we're going to be dropping to right here, 595 to 595.60, right? Now, as long as we're maintaining above 597.50, the bulls are going to maintain and control, and then it's going to be a battle at that $600 mark, right? Keep an eye on this level as well. So in terms of like make or break levels, 599 to above 600, make or break resistance. Your make or break support is that 597.60. If we crack, go below that, the bears are taking control to drop it back towards the previous day lows. Now, with that being said, in terms of opportunities for calls, you need to understand that 595.61, we have a gap that's waiting to fill below at 595.61. Also, keep an eye on previous day lows, 596.17. That will be a potential zone for call options. So that's the main levels that I wanted to break down heading into tomorrow, right? So, above $600, you can look for opportunities on puts. 598 is your make or break level. If it holds, reacts bullish, the bulls will try to push it above $600, try to turn that into support. If it fails to react to support and it's not a breakout and retest, then the bears are going to try to drop it back down and try to crack that support below 597.50. If that occurs, then we drop to 509.55, which is your level to really be buying call options. 598 is make or break. Anything can fucking happen. So in terms of things you want to give time heading into the market tomorrow, give some time towards 598, give some time towards $600. 598 is the make or break middle zone, right? So if that cracks, reacts bearish, the bears take control for the first time in quite some time, cracking key support to then drop it to fill the gap below. If it reacts bullish, the bulls maintain in control to try to push it above $600. Does not guarantee that it's going to be a successful breakout and retest. It could be a breakout and then fake out. So if it's reacting bearish above that $600 mark, you're going to want to try to put options, write it back down. Those are the overall levels, man. Above 600, 598, 595.60, and 596. That's going to be your best zone to consider call options. 598 is the higher level, is make or break. Give it some time to see how it reacts, right? So we know heading into advance, Make or break, the middle can be potentially a little bit more difficult to trade out. 598, give it some time, see how it reacts to proper confirmations. Above 600, we're looking for puts. And then on 595.60 to 596, we're looking for calls. Use confirmations. Use the 30-minute candlestick patterns that I've been teaching you. Give it some time to play out. If you like, you can wait for patterns above 1 hour bare minimum with the 30-minute candlestick patterns, right? So, with a 30-minute chart, if you're just seeing it holding above 598 for an hour plus, it's likely going to start to spike to 600. If you're seeing it crack, spike back up, forming lower highs for an hour plus, it's likely going to start to drop back down to fill the gap below. And then in terms of reversals, we can see a reversal for calls at 595.6 to potentially buy the dip. And we can see a reversal for puts to short the resistance above 600, but use strong confirmations when you're trying to capture the top on all-time highs, right? Use strong confirmations. So that's what I have to say. Another thing in terms of like the short term, we are due for a short term pullback in terms of like when that can happen. Once the SPY finally forms like a red trend reversal daily chart pattern, the next day it's going to have a small drop, right? So just keep an eye on that, man. There's going to be a potential swing trade idea where once the market starts to react bearish on the daily chart, as you can see, we've been getting nothing but green bullish daily candlesticks throughout the past 4 days, just gapping up consistently, right? For the gap and go strategy, for the breakout and overall retest strategy. So with that being said, once we do get the first red day and look for like a trend reversal candlestick like this, look for a bearish doji like this, look for trend reversal candlesticks, look for pins, look for skinny pins, look for bearish confirmations, there will be a short-term opportunity to potentially swing trade puts. And then there's going to be a great opportunity to buy the dip for a recovery because overall the market's just going to keep on pushing higher. So just things to be aware of. We're due for just a short-term pullback towards that 600 mark. Also look for the daily bearish candlesticks for a potential trend reversal for swing trading opportunity. And that's just some things that I wanted to bring awareness on the SPY. We got all these gaps that are waiting to fill below. And once we get that daily bearish confirmation on the daily chart where it's just kind of resting towards that level, that's when it's going to start to drop a little bit to fill those gaps below. But overall, we are maintaining bullish within the market. Another thing I want you to be aware of from the technicals, if we just keep on gapping up, just keep on milking the gap and go. If we're gapping up, keep on milking the opportunities where you're seeing breaks above resistance levels, drops back down to previous resistance, buy the dip, use the 30-minute candlestick confirmations. That strategy has been working phenomenal throughout these past 4 days, man. All we've been doing is buying call options, man. The vast majority of my profits throughout the past month has literally been on all call options. So just wanted to bring awareness, to some patterns and what can potentially happen, right? Previous day lows in the previous closing price gap reversal could be a great opportunity for calls. 598 is make or break middle zone. Give it some time. Above 600, we're looking for a potential opportunity on puts, but you got to be extremely careful, right? But as long as we're maintaining above 598, the bulls are going to try to continue to push it above 600, and you need to wait for a strong reason for puts. If you're going to try to buy that all-time high potential fake out, wait for a strong confirmation. Don't just throw your money into the fucking fire with no fucking confirmation. If it's nothing but 30-minute green bullish, 30-minute candlestick confirmations, there's going to be no reason to be buying puts, right? So use strong confirmations when you're trying to catch a top in this overall situation. Wait for it to pull back a little bit. You don't want to get caught up in puts. Like I said, all we've been doing is buying call options throughout Team Roar. The vast majority of the profits throughout the past months have literally been calls. But I just want to bring some awareness to the idea historically, we are due for just a small pullback, potential top, quick trade on puts above that $600 mark, right? So in terms of some patterns, all of these patterns that I highlighted look very similar throughout the past 5 days in the market, just showing you some things that can happen. We can bottom towards the previous day lows and towards this gap for a reversal play to buy calls. We can top towards the previous day highs to $600 for a potential reversal play on puts, use strong confirmations. In terms of some other patterns, right? You can see, again, this is a very similar pattern. You could see a potential bull trap towards that previous day highs, right? So just be aware of these overall patterns. Use the confirmations, the levels. I gave you the best levels. We're going to be looking at those 3 levels heading into tomorrow, right? And then in terms of some other levels just to be aware of, right? So, in terms of the new all-time high situation, I told you, if we gap up, we're acting bullish, the gap and go, continue to milk the strategy. It works until it doesn't, then switch to puts once it stops working, right? So if we're gapping up, play the gap and go, previous resistance react support, breakout and retest, right? Identify new resistance levels, breakout, drop back down, buy to support, and then sell into the rip, right? And then if you're seeing bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmations towards previous day highs or into new all-time highs, try to puts for that idea that we could potentially have a small pullback once we hit that $600 hole mark, right? In terms of just other levels to keep an eye on later into this week, you can keep an eye on 592. You can keep an eye on 593. This is a gap breakdown level. It should bounce here first at this overall level right here. Keep an eye on that. And then keep an eye on this previous resistance to react to support in the gap. So the gap's at 590 and previous resistance to react to support at 592. All great levels to be buying call options, right? So keeping it very simple and sweet with those three main levels heading into tomorrow, we're going to absolutely crush it, man. I'm telling you, use this game plan, use the patterns that I've been teaching you, and just wait. Be very patient, man. When the market is just hitting new all-time highs nonstop, there's no rush. Be a little bit patient. Wait for those levels I gave you. Wait for the right confirmations. There's no need to just get in right away, right? And just be aware of the short-term trends. Short-term trends, whenever the market's been gapping up, it's been a very strong gap and go, gap and go, gap and go, gap and go, play to buy calls. Just be aware of all these short-term trends. So those are some things that I wanted to bring awareness to you to help you trade the SPY heading into tomorrow. Now, in terms of the trades, I made it very clear in Thursday's video that you guys, if you join Team Roar, like this is going to be a historic Friday to be trading options with us. And we delivered, man. There was no better trade you could have possibly made on Friday that we made. We are making the best trades you can possibly trade within the options market, man. Look at this. We had many members make $500, $1,000 plus on this one trade alone, man. This one play could have made you, I would say, at least like 12 months of a monthly subscription easily, man. Look at the fucking play. So as you can see, inside of Team Roar, you gain access to a real-time zero-day options trade alert system, right? I'm not going to be going over everything within this. You have to join the program to experience it for yourself. But I told you, on Friday, we're going to deliver the best trades possible. And that's what we do. We give people the best trades that they can possibly enter. We're giving you the best option trades possible. So as you can see, we delivered 9:30 a.m. at market open, 598 SPY calls for 53 cents. You guys are well aware in terms of the trades in the morning, you're not going to be able to find any better trades like this in the morning. And the power hour trades are fucking insane too. But look at this, man. Look at the morning trades. Who do you know is buying zero-day options on Friday on Tesla? 315 Tesla calls for 58 cents. 315 strike, right? We got these at market open at 9:35 a.m. at 58 cents. Do you understand Tesla closed 6 points in the money above this fucking strike price? 6 fucking points in the money. We're in at 58 fucking cents. They're closing 6 points in the money. Understand? That means those fucking calls are going to be worth over $600 a fucking contract, man. Look at that fucking play, man. These Tesla calls printed. This could have made your whole fucking month, this one fucking play. That's why I tell you with the morning plays, it is wise to leave some runners because the plays that are going to print the most are going to be the morning plays and the power hour plays. If you're trading the morning plays, man, those are the best trades. You can literally just walk away within the first 30 minutes. You could just leave some runners throughout the day. It's very wise. For those of you who are trading with, I would say at least 4 contracts plus, it's very wise to just leave one to ride if you're trading the morning plays because those tend to be the ones where you can make 1,000% plus. And then in terms of not holding for a long period of time, 30 minutes, last 30 minutes, SPX plays, 3:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. But look at this, man. $297 to $328. We were in calls at market open when Tesla was trading right here, literally at 9:35 a.m. We were all in on calls when it was at $302. Do you understand? We went 13 points out of the money and Tesla closed at 321. Those calls we paid 58 cents for, ended up closing 6 points in the money. And it fucking went all the way to 329. So like if you're wondering how much those calls went up, I would say fucking a quintillion fucking percent, fucking infinity. They just kept on fucking going up. There is no better trade you could have possibly taken at market open. And this is what we do. We give you the best trades we can possibly give you, man. There's nobody out here who's printing like us at the speed of fucking light. Who the fuck do you know is buying those far the money option Tesla calls at market open and they're going fucking nearly 15 points in the fucking money. And we're going 12 points out of the fucking money. So like I said, man, this is truly unreal. You're not going to be able to find anything else like this available within the market. We do have the best options trading alerts in the game. That's what trading's about. Trading is about fucking trading, about making fucking money. Who's got the best fucking trades? And that's what we do. We deliver the best trades possible. This one trade at 58 cents goes up to fucking 1,000 a contract. Do you understand? This is the highest risk to reward ratio, the biggest percentage gains, cheapest lowest risk barrier to entry. So that's what we do differently. And like I tell you guys all the time, for those of you who watch the channel, for those of you in the program, we add to winners. Tesla's going from 58 cents to 67 cents a contract. We add to the winners. That's how we increase the gains. We add to the fucking winners, man. So this play was fucking phenomenal. At the speed of fucking light, they went up 200% in just 30 fucking minutes, man. That's what I'm saying, man. These morning trades are the best fucking trades you're ever going to find within the market. You tell me, man, who the fuck do you know is doing this in the morning? Because as traders, it's our job to trade to the best of our abilities. And I only fuck with the best. I told you, I only fuck with A-list fucking traders. This is the absolute top tier. There is nobody delivering trades out there like this compared to us. There's no fucking comparison. We are the fucking bar. So with that being said, man, that's how we do it. 2 for 2 in the morning. We absolutely fucking crushed it. Big shout out to G-Roar for calling those. And NVIDIA, 147 NVIDIA calls at 49 cents at 11:08 a.m. So in terms of these calls, they quickly went to 108 cents for a 100% profit return. Absolutely crushed it on the day. In terms of my own personal trades, I had many wins. We absolutely crushed it on Friday. But with that being said, man, I'm going to keep this short, simple, and sweet. For those of you who are serious about experiencing something real, you want to see what real trading is like. You want to experience the biggest percentage gains within the market, the cheapest, lowest risk barrier to entries, the biggest percentage gains, and an experienced, zero-day options trade alert system that we have. And this is very simple. The trades are so fucking cheap in price. You could just take one fucking contract and do very well. We have people buying Tesla at 50 cents a contract, putting in $50 in one contract. They're selling at fucking $200, $300, $500 plus. It's like, dude, this is the highest risk to reward ratio in the game with the lowest risk barrier to entry in the game. So with this cutting edge system that we've created, it's very simple. What we're doing is we don't use stop losses. The trades are so fucking cheap, so low risk. We put in our entire position size as our max risk per trade into the trade. So since our entire position size is our max risk per trade, if the contracts expire worthless and go to zero, the most we lose is our max risk per trade. And you're probably wondering, well, since you're taking such small position sizes, because we're not risking a big percentage size of our account, how are you able to make money? We're able to make good money taking small position sizes because the percentage gains are so big. These are the biggest percentage gains within the market with the cheapest low risk barrier to entry. So we don't need a stop loss. In some situations, we sell for a loss, right? We don't like using stop losses. I don't believe in it. People hunt your stop losses. I don't believe in automatically getting stopped out. I like to see how the stock reacts at specific prices, and then I decide if I want to get out. If the trade is down 30 to 50%. So sometimes we cut the loss. There's other times where we just hold. And when we hold and when we experience a dead play is when a play drops like 50, 60, 70% against us. 70% of the times when we're in a dead play, it comes back to life, man. Because if we're buying out of money options and, we're getting in early in the morning on a bullish, bearish trend day, or if the 30-minute candlestick is in our favor, it's going to close in the money. And 70% of the times it does. So if we don't time it 100% accurately, it's still going to close in the money. We're going to be able to bank on that. And we're known for holding our trades longer to experience those massive big percentage gains. And we do add to winners. We like to quickly add to winners. So, when we buy Tesla calls at 53 cents, when we buy, Tesla calls at 58 cents a contract, when they're like fucking 12, 13 points out of the money, right? When we're doing the complete opposite of everyone that you follow is doing, right? Buying something that's cheap, low risk, and it's just 58 cents a contract, right? When we do this, we add to winners. That's how we increase our gains. And you're probably wondering, well, since you're increasing your position size, how do you protect your risk? Well, in my experience, when we win and when we add to winners, when we get a winning confirmation, because that's what tends to work best for us, we don't like adding to losers. If anything, we just hold the fucking loss. It goes in the money 70% of the time, or we just cut the fucking loss and we'll make it all back on the next trade, right? The percentage gains are always going to outweigh the losses, right? The percentage gains are always going to outweigh the dollar fucking losses. Now, with that being said, we add to winners. This is what we do, man. When we're up, 58 cents a contract, we're up 67 cents, right? So, we're up fucking like 20% on the fucking trade. This isn't small gains over here. 20%. That's fucking nothing. 20% fucking return, dude. This is Team Roar. Understand? We're making fucking multiple 100% profit returns. We're making 1,000% returns. 20%? Get the fuck out of here with that 20% shit. This is the biggest percentage gains in the market. You understand this is the big fucking leads, right? So with that being said, we add to winners. We add to winners. You know, there's a lot of traders, they sell when they're up 10, 20%. Us, we add to fucking winners. And for whatever reason, because we know how to fucking add to winners and we have winning confirmations, and when we win, we tend to win big, it just keeps on fucking winning. Just keeps on fucking going up. We add to the fucking trade. The contract's fucking 70 cents, 78%, woo, fucking 200 cents. It just keeps on fucking going up. It's like free fucking money. It's unlimited percentage gains. Do you understand? It's fuck you money. So that's what we do over here. We are the best at doing this. We have the highest win rate doing this. And the way we protect that higher increased position size is we do it because we know when we win fucking big. So if we're up 10, 20%, dude, we're holding for big percentage gains. We're adding to our fucking winners. We don't want to add to fucking losers. It's good. We could just hold. They can go into money later, right? Or we just cut the loss. So we add to winners, and the way we protect that new average cost is very simple. The way we protect that new average cost is very, very simple. We set a profit stop. The reason why we set a profit stop is to ensure that we do not go green to red on a trade. If we are green on a trade and we set a profit stop, it is impossible to go red. If you are red on a trade and you set a stop loss, it's possible to fucking lose. We make losing impossible because we hold our fucking trades and they go in the money 70% of the fucking time if you just hold the fucking loss, right? So we're doing all these cutting edge tactics that nobody else is doing. We've created a 0-day options trade alert system, and we are printing money at the speed of fucking light. I can assure you, we have many members who are making $500 a day. We have many members who are making $1,000 a week. We have some members who are making 5 figures a week. We have some members who are making 6 figures a month. Do you understand? This is the best 0-day options trailer system you're ever going to gain access to. There's nobody who prints like us within the market, and we move our profit stop up. The reason why we move that profit stop higher is to ensure that if the market has a big move against our options trade, we don't get back the bulk of our gains and just get stopped out for green. We keep the bulk of our gains by moving the profit stop higher. And we're known for selling moves, right? So for those of you who want to experience something different and you're looking for something that's real, that actually has a high fucking win rate with the toughest trading system to ever fucking master within the market, you know how fucking hard this is to figure out? Buying sheet bar, low risk, out of money option contracts and to be able to sell them in the money with the highest win rate in the game doing this? This is not fucking easy. This takes over 10 years of fucking experience to fucking master, right? So if you want to see something that's real, if you want to trade alongside multimillionaires, there's 2 multimillionaires inside of Team Roar. If you want to trade alongside the best, the greatest to ever fucking do it, it's the first link down below within the description. We have the best options trades within the market. If that's what you're looking for, man, if you're looking for the best fucking trades, because in terms of trading, it's about trading. It's like, dude, who the fuck has the best fucking trades? Who the fuck prints like us? And that's what we're doing, man. We are providing the best trades we can possibly provide within the fucking market. Our trades, they go up the biggest percentage gains within the market, and we have the highest win rate doing this. I'm telling you, when you hit the fucking top, this is the highest tier of fucking trading to master. And you're going to see, once you experience this inside of Team Roar, you're going to see it's like, dude, I finally found a group that's real, that prints, that calls it in real time, that has a systematic approach to trading, that is actually making massive percentage gains every single day. So in terms of the trading schedule, normally every day there is a morning trade, right? So if there is no trade, that just means that there is no best setup at the best fucking price, right? Our goal is to give you the best possible trades within the current market conditions. Some days there's going to be plenty of trades. There's going to be 4, 5, 6 trades. Other trades, there's only going to be 1 trade a day. But typically, in my experience in the program, there is 1 trade usually every single morning. Like I said, some days it's going to be different. If it's going to be different, just chill, just sit on the sidelines. Our goal is to get you green every single day, right? If not, we're going to get you green every single fucking week. If you have a red day or 2, that's the fucking goal, man, is to get you green every single fucking day, right? So it's different. But in terms of an average, there usually is 1 morning trade every single day, right? Now that morning trade, you can leave a runner, they can go up 1,000%. And then in terms of the middle of the day, I usually alert 1 to 2 trades in the middle of the day, which is usually after 11:30 a.m. And then in terms of the power hour trading session, there's usually 1 trade every single power hour trading session, which is from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. 3:30 p.m. is when we trade SPX. That's when SPX becomes extremely cheap. Those 3:30 p.m. lottos can go from 50 cents a contract to $500 to $1,000 a contract. So we are putting ourselves in the cheapest, lowest risk trades that give you the biggest percentage gains. And as a trader, you can get good at anything. We chose to get good at the most disruptive style of trading. This style of trading has the biggest percentage gains. It has the highest risk to reward ratio, and it's amazing for small accounts. And it's great for rich people who want to pay less, risk less, remove their stop losses, and also hold their trades for a little bit longer to outperform everybody within the overall market, man. But with that being said, you're going to see our percentage returns are going to outperform every other trader it is that you know of, right? So if you're looking to experience the real deal, I can assure you it is the first link down below within the description if you'd like to trade alongside with us. With that being said, we're going to absolutely crush it tomorrow. I will see you guys within the chat.